Hello to all the fans of my ABCGH spoilers channel. I think Willow just made the one mistake no one in Port Charles survives. She did not just lie to Nina. She did not just work with Brennan. She dragged Charlotte Cassadine into the game, and now Valentin is about to make her disappear. At first, I thought this was only another messy secret between Nina, Willow, Valentin, and Brennan, but the more I looked at it, the more wrong it felt. Willow was not acting scared. She was acting protected. She was moving like someone who believed she had leverage over everyone around her. And that is what makes this dangerous. Because Willow is no longer just hiding something, she is using something. She knows Nina is desperate to keep her close. She knows Nina will forgive almost anything if it means not losing her daughter again. And Willow is using that pain like a weapon. But there is one person, Willow, completely misjudged. Valentin Cassadine. Valentin can forgive lies when they serve a purpose. He can make deals with dangerous people. He can smile in the middle of a threat and still act like nothing happened. But Charlotte is different. Charlotte is the one place where Valentin stops calculating and starts becoming terrifying. And Willow stepped right into that place. Nina, meanwhile, is trying to hold everything together. She knows Willow is crossing lines. She knows Willow is hiding something. She knows Brennan is too close to her daughter. But Nina still does what Nina always does when Willow is involved. She protects her. Even when Willow hurts her, even when Willow threatens her, even when Willow uses Nina's secrets to force her into silence, that is the part that makes this story so ugly. Nina is not blind. She knows Willow is manipulating her. But she is a mother. And in Nina's mind, losing Willow again is worse than being humiliated, worse than being blackmailed, worse than being broken. So Nina keeps quiet, but Valentin notices. That is where everything starts falling apart. Because Valentin is not the kind of man who needs a confession. He watches small things, a strange meeting, a nervous pause, one look between Willow and Brennan that lasts too long, one sentence from Nina that sounds too careful, and then he sees it. Willow is not just being used by Brennan. Willow is working with him. At first, Valentin does not want to believe it. Not because he trusts Willow, but because he understands what this would do to Nina. He knows Nina has already suffered enough over her daughter. He knows she would protect Willow even if Willow stabbed her in the back. But then Valentin learns the worst part. Charlotte is involved. Maybe Willow did not say it directly. Maybe she only hinted at it. Maybe she suggested that if Valentin interfered, Charlotte could suffer the consequences. Maybe she made it sound like Brennan already had a path to Charlotte, and Willow is the only one keeping things from getting worse. But for Valentin, the meaning is clear. Willow is using Charlotte as leverage, and that is the moment Valentin changes. I do not think he explodes. That would be too simple. I think he goes quiet. Very quiet. The kind of quiet that makes everyone around him feel like the room has suddenly lost air. Nina sees it first. She notices the way Valentin stops asking emotional questions. He stops pushing. He stops arguing. He just looks at her like he already knows the answer and is only waiting to see how much she will lie. That is when Nina gets scared. Because Nina knows Valentin. She knows the man behind the polished words. She knows how far he can go when he believes he is protecting someone he loves. And she knows Charlotte is his limit. Then comes the confrontation. Willow thinks she still has control. She believes Brennan is backing her. She believes Nina will never expose her. She believes Valentin will not dare move against her because Nina loves her too much. So Willow pushes too far. She tells Valentin he should be careful. She tells him Brennan is not someone to cross. She hints that Charlotte may already be closer to danger than he realizes. And then she does the one thing she should never do. She smiles like she has won. That is when Valentin gives her the final warning. Do not bring Charlotte into your game. Willow should stop there. She does not. She fires back. She tells him he is not in control anymore. She reminds him that Nina will always choose her daughter. She acts like Valentin's hands are tied. But Willow has made a fatal mistake. She thinks Nina is her shield. She does not understand that Charlotte is Valentin's trigger. And once that trigger is pulled, there is no going back. The night Willow disappears does not look dramatic at first. That is what makes it worse. There is no big public fight, no loud threat, no obvious witness. Everything looks normal until suddenly it is not. Willow is at the house, the same house Valentin once knew too well. That detail matters. He understands the layout. He knows where to enter. He knows where the blind spots are. Even if the locks have changed, that would not stop him. Not Valentin. There is a noise, a shadow, a moment where Willow realizes someone is inside. And then everything happens fast. A short struggle, something knocked over, a few things out of place. Maybe her phone left behind. Maybe a message half written but never sent. Maybe one small sign that she did not leave willingly. Then Willow is gone. No goodbye. No explanation. No proof. Just silence. And in Port Charles, silence is never empty. When Nina finds out Willow is missing, she breaks. It does not matter that Willow blackmailed her. It does not matter that Willow betrayed her trust. It does not matter that Willow made herself part of Brennan's plan. Willow is still Nina's daughter, and Nina's first instinct is not anger. It is terror. She starts replaying everything. Valentin's quietness, his cold looks, the way he talked about protecting Charlotte, the way he stopped reacting like a man being threatened and started moving like a man preparing something. And suddenly Nina knows. Maybe she cannot prove it, but she knows. So she goes to Valentin. She asks him where Willow is. And Valentin does not react the way an innocent man should. He does not look shocked. He does not rush to help. He does not ask what happened with enough urgency. He simply tells Nina that Willow made dangerous choices. That is the first warning. Then he says, Brennan has many enemies. That is the second warning. Then he says, people who step into that world cannot control what happens next. That is the third warning. And Nina hears what he is really saying. He knows something. She begs him. She tells him Willow is wrong, but she is still her child. She tells him Willow went too far, but she does not deserve to vanish. She tells him that if he has done something, he has to stop before this becomes something they can never come back from. And Valentin finally says the line that chills her. Willow needed to learn that some lines cannot be crossed. That is not a confession, but it is close enough. Nina understands, then, that Valentin may not see this as revenge. In his mind, he did not hurt Willow. He contained a threat. He removed a danger. He protected Charlotte. And that is what makes him so frightening. Because a man seeking revenge can sometimes be reasoned with. A man who thinks he is protecting his child cannot. But here is where the story twists. What if Willow's disappearance is not only Valentin's move? What if Brennan expected this? Think about it. Willow was too bold, too careless, too willing to push Valentin exactly where he is most vulnerable. Why would she do that unless someone convinced her Valentin would not touch her? Or worse, unless someone wanted Valentin to touch her? Brennan knows people, he studies weaknesses, and Valentin's weakness has always been Charlotte. If Brennan wanted Valentin to make a reckless move, all he had to do was put Charlotte in the middle and let Willow provoke him. And Valentin walks straight into it. That means Willow may not just be a hostage. She may be bait twice over. Bait for Brennan and bait for Nina, because if Nina believes Valentin took Willow, she may panic. And when Nina panics, she makes dangerous choices. She may go to Brennan. She may give him information. She may reveal where Valentin is hiding, or how Charlotte is being protected, or what Valentin's next move will be. That may be exactly what Brennan wants. So now the question becomes, who is really using Willow? Valentin thinks he's using her to draw Brennan out. Brennan may be using her to break Nina. And Willow may still believe she can talk her way out of this before anyone realizes she helped set the fire. The climax is gonna hit when Nina is forced to choose. Does she protect Willow? Or does she protect Charlotte? That sounds impossible, but that is exactly where this story is heading. Nina loves Willow. Valentin loves Charlotte. Brennan wants leverage over both of them. And Willow has created a situation where one daughter's safety may come at the cost of another. That is cruel. That is messy. That is General Hospital. I can see Nina standing across from Valentin, shaking with rage and fear, realizing the man she trusted has crossed a line she cannot ignore. But Valentin will not beg. He will not apologize. He will say he did what Nina was too weak to do. He will say Willow threatened Charlotte. He will say he protected his family. And Nina will say Willow is her family too. That is the moment everything breaks. Because Valentin has convinced himself he is the hero of the story. Brennan sees him as the enemy. Nina sees him as both savior and monster. And Willow, wherever she is, may be the only one who knows how deep Brennan's plan really goes. But Willow has one more card left. She knows Nina. She knows how to pull her back in. And if Willow gets even one chance to send a message, one chance to cry for help, one chance to say Valentin has gone too far, Nina may do the one thing Valentin fears most. She may betray him, not because she wants to, because she is a mother, and that is a tragedy here. Everyone is acting out of love, fear, or control, but every move makes the next disaster worse. Valentin wants to protect Charlotte, but he may destroy Charlotte's trust forever. Nina wants to save Willow, but she may hand Brennan exactly what he needs. Willow wants power, but she may have trapped herself between two men far more dangerous than she understood. And Brennan? Brennan may be smiling somewhere in the dark, because all of them are finally moving the way he wanted. So I do not think this ends with Willow simply being found. That would be too easy. I think when Willow comes back, she brings a truth with her. A truth about Brennan, a truth about Nina, maybe even a truth about what she really planned for Charlotte. And when that truth comes out, Valentin may not be able to hide behind the word protection anymore. Because at some point, protecting your family becomes controlling them. At some point, saving Charlotte becomes scaring her. And at some point, Nina will have to ask herself a horrifying question. Did Valentin save them from Brennan? Or did Brennan turn Valentin into the weapon he needed all along? For now, Willow is missing. Nina is desperate. Brennan is waiting. Valentin is silent. And Charlotte may be the only one who does not yet know that this entire war is being fought in her name. But when she finds out, that may be the moment Valentin loses everything.